Today we are going to talk about the agent builder from OpenAI, ChatGPT. This is a direct competition to N8N. I'm in AI automation space for more than 2 years and I've made so many videos on N8N and we know in detail the benefits of N8N. Now when this rumor came out that there's agent builder from OpenAI, it was really exciting for me. I was expecting huge things because OpenAI, when they do things, they do them really properly. And actually we got the agent builder and I was actually quite impressed, but there's so many other things which I had wished OpenAI had actually launched, but they had not. But at the end of the day, it's still super exciting because OpenAI, if they enter a space, they're just very good. For people like us who are building AI automation and who are building SaaS, this is good news. For companies like Lindy and N8N, this might be a bit of challenging thing because OpenAI entering a market, they can completely properly smash any of these companies. But the good thing for N8N is that N8N is completely open source. You can deploy it anywhere and you can connect to any LLM which is out there, any large language model. The problem with OpenAI is that it's not open source and also you can't put any LLM there because OpenAI is only going to allow their own LLMs to be there. But the huge benefit is that you can host everything on OpenAI. You have the whole database there, you have vector database there, you have all the API calls there, you have the tools calling there, and you can deploy all of this also to a URL, all packaged inside OpenAI. So there's huge benefits which are out there, which makes me super excited. And we decided that we're going to go through all of this agent builder and show you exactly how it works, how it differs from N8N. And you're going to like this tutorial because this is going to be a beginner tutorial. Obviously, it got launched 24 hours ago, but we're going to go into details and we're going to make a lot of templates out there for this specific workflow. So OpenAI is going to have a lot of workflows and we're going to build a lot of templates, which is going to be interesting. So yeah, let's go into detail and let's see what have they actually built. So first of all, I want to show you, you can see right now we have got a start node. Just like N8N, you always need a trigger, which is always out there. When you click on agent, you can see that the agent has the option to connect to many different MCP servers which are out there. There are many different MCPs. MCP servers are just like APIs, but they can they're just packaged around APIs. When we look at agents, how they have set all of this up, they have come up with Agent Kit, which is a modular toolkit for building, deploying, and optimizing all of these agents. So this is super interesting because it's not just about building, it's about deploying, it's about optimizing. So all of that happens inside ChatGPT, inside OpenAI. So they're like encapsulating all this environment. So it's not just one thing. It's not just, hey, let's build an agent. No, you can also deploy it completely there. You can also optimize it. You can also look at the responses of all of these agents, and based on that, you can determine how to make things change. And because with agents, it's a self-learning mechanism, so that's super interesting. And obviously how to build an agent. Building an agent, you need to go into Agent Builder, which is a visual canvas just like N8N. You can connect to many different LLMs. Only OpenAI LLMs are available, unfortunately. And you can equip your agents with tools which are like calling you can connect to any API which is out there. Also, they've got an agent SDK, so you can convert everything inside the code and you can use it anywhere. This is really, really powerful. And they've also gotten a ChatKit, which you can embed your AI agent anywhere. So if you create any agent, you can convert it. You can create a customizable UI agent, and you can connect it to a domain, and then you can embed it anywhere which is out there. So this is interesting because that means that all of these agents are not just localized to this platform. They're available anywhere out there. And their agent SDK that we mentioned, it's in Python and TypeScript, which is super cool, two of the most famous languages out there. And then we have got optimized agent performance, so you can also optimize all of this inside the platform. We've got evals feature where you're evaluating all the responses from the models and you're just improving them. Yeah. So now we are going to go into the agent builder. So you click on agent builder and then you open agent builder. We go to platform.openai/agent builder, and here you can create many different workflows. So now we want to create inside agent builder one workflow. We already have two existing workflows which are out there, but we're going to create it. I'm happy to see that they have kept up with the wording workflow because agents and workflow are different. So here we are also going to be creating workflows. So as you can see, we've got start. We can see start is always a trigger. Always in anytime we always had a trigger, it had to start from something, and then this start is connected to a my agent. Obviously it's part of the workflow, and you can always choose things from there. At the core side, you can see many different elements, which are agent, end, node, file search, sticky notes. You can set all of these up. You see there's file search, guardrails, all of that information is available. So these are different kind of nodes which are available inside this whole workflow builder, agent builder from OpenAI. Yeah, so you see we've got start, we've got my agent, and now we are gonna also see how all of these work. When you go inside the start, you can define different inputs which are there. So you can define where does it start from, and you can also set up different state variables when you are initializing the input for start. And now if you look at different variables, we've got string, number, boolean, object, and list. These are the different state variables that are there, which are available. And then when you check my agent and you click on it, you can see that there's a proper name, there are instructions which are different prompts obviously, and it can also have it. You can include chat history, so you can select different models, and you can you have access to only OpenAI models which are out there, GPT-5 Nano, and you can set up many different configurations like reasoning effort, medium. We're going to test in the future videos what's the difference between low, medium, minimal, all of them. Then we have got tools, so all of these agents can be connected to tools, and when we click on tools, these are many different. These are client tools, MCP server. As you can see, we've got file search, we've got web search, we've got code interpreter. So we've got a lot of different things that they are offering right now here. Yeah, web search, so directly connect to any web which is out there. Then we have got other options which are verbosity, summary, all of that. These are the parameters that are given to the model. And then we've also gotten write to conversation history. So many different options which are available that one could just benefit from here. Now file search, so now we also see file search. File, if you know with OpenAI, this is a vector store. This is where all of this information is properly stored. So my agent is now connected to file search, and there it's connected to a vector store. If you don't have a vector store, you can just create it. Vector store is just a database where everything is stored in vectorized form. This is actually the big technology which is out there. So as you can see, we've got two different vector stores out there. This is the biggest technology, vectors coming together, and then that's how ChatGPT makes sure that it finds through cosine similarity different ways to figure out what to answer. Then we have also got a guardrail section. This is super important because obviously you want to make sure your AI agent follows certain conditions. As you can see, we have got input, but we have also gotten personally identifiable information. What do you want to do with that? Do you want the model to actually be talking about this information, or you do not want that? When we click here, personal identifiable information, then we have got personal name, phone number, IP address, and email address, many different, and credit card number. So this is the PII that you do not want to appear, and you want this information to be completely directly detectable by the model. You can also select, as you can see, all the entities, all the IDs. You don't want this information going out. Then you've got moderation. This is where you can decide upon hate speech, sexual content, harassment, any of these. This is going to flag all the texts which contain any of these disallowed categories which are out there. Then we've got jailbreak, hallucination, continue as an error. So very proper guardrails which are there, which is excellent, because then all of these agentic workflows are not going to cross beyond a certain level. They're not going to cross. Also from the guardrails, if they pass or if they fail, you can create different nodes. So if somebody fails the guardrail, then you can send it to a different workflow. You can just completely end the whole the whole workflow. But if it passes, then you can just you go forward and create other workflow things or other agentic things, as you can say. We've got MCP servers, and there is already multiple MCP servers which are already available, so you can add different MCP servers. So we've got Outlook email, Google Calendar, Google Drive, Gmail. All of these are available. These are directly given from OpenAI. Then we've got third-party connectors. We're going to make a lot of videos on these third-party connectors, so like and subscribe. We've got Shopify, HubSpot, all of this information. So we're going to create in the future a lot of videos like this. Then, as you can see, inside the agent, we have got tool calling. And through this tool calling, you can connect to everything as you just saw. So exactly, now we are going to create our own workflow from scratch. Right now we went through all of the basics of different nodes which are out there, but now we are going to create our own workflow. So we're going to start, and then we set up an agent. Here for this agent, we can set up many different things. As you can see, we can change the name of the agent. This is also configurable here. So right now, YouTube agent, and then you can set up many different instructions. As you can see, instructions are prompts, and then you can set up models. You can also edit all of these instructions. You're an agent that helps you to get question answers from. So this is an AI agent that we are creating, which is going to go through my YouTube videos, this channel, and the user will be asking random questions about automation agents and artificial intelligence, because this is the topic that we discuss about. If somebody has a question, your goal is to search. So yeah, the question, if anybody has a question, then we are going to go through the vector store, through the file store. We're going to gather all of that information, and that is what this prompt has to do, as you could just see. So we are creating our own first AI workflow here on the platform.openai. We've also got a reasoning effort. We've got all of this information, as you can see. Tool calling, MCP server, file search, web search, code interpreter. So for us, file search makes a lot of sense. And we are just going to drag and drop some of the files. These are the files which are the transcripts from all of my other YouTube videos that we are just going to take. And look at this, I just uploaded them, attach files to that, and we are just assigning a name to this vector store. So these are all of the transcriptions of my YouTube videos, because we are going to go through them, and we are going to create this AI agent, this workflow, which is going to answer based on my YouTube agent in case somebody has a question. Now you could see that the tool's YouTube transcripts has been attached properly, and yeah, this has been attached. Now we can test this workflow. So this is super easy to test this whole workflow. We're just gonna go out there. There's a chat window which is available, and we're just gonna write something like, what is the number one automation which is out there, and then it's going to go through the transcripts of all of my YouTube videos, and it's going to come out with something. So let's say I'm also curious, I need to search through the uploaded files. So it's going through the vector store and all of these files, and then it searches for all of these videos, and then it is summarizing the response, refers to instantly response. Okay, this is the number one because I mentioned it. Trigger, this is how this is created. We've got call engine, we've got trigger. So all of this information is there, and it is also giving sources, which is great. Close this preview. So now we are going to close, but I love it that we could always go on the top right preview and just test the whole AI agent which is out there. And it has something similar where we could just test and execute different steps. They've got preview, and there's also a possibility to publish. So you can publish your workflow anywhere that you want. And right now we just clicked on publish. When you publish, you get an ID, and you can connect it with the agent SDK. So this whole workflow converts into code, and then you can use it. We have also gotten ChatKit. Follow the ChatKit quick start and then paste the workflow ID. So inside the ChatKit, if you want to make it public, or if you want to take your workflow and put and embed it anywhere, then you've got something like ChatKit specifically for that. So as you saw right now, start YouTube agent. This was the complete AI agent that we built from scratch, which is telling us exactly how to execute a workflow and also ask any questions. And then obviously from the other things at the left side, you could set many things up. So I hope you like this video. This was a super basic video on the workflow of OpenAI agents out there. Our goal is to create many different workflows, just like we've been creating for N10. We're going to go into detail about many different workflows and how you can automate different parts of the businesses. If you like this video, just like and subscribe. And share it with your friends. It helps with the algorithm. If you have a business and you want our assistant to implement this for your business, we'd love to do that. Just book an appointment with us. And thanks a lot. And see you tomorrow, because we are going to be posting a lot of videos, daily videos. If you're excited about that, check our channel out tomorrow.